Staying at La Siesta Hotel in Tenerife as a wheelchair user, how accessible was it? La Siesta Hotel is in Tenerife, which is in the Canary Islands off the coast of West Africa, located in the resort of Playa Las Americas, which is in the south of the island, just a 20-minute drive from Tenerife South Airport. We stayed at La Siesta in October 2024 for 5 nights and booked directly with the hotel, as this meant we were able to ensure we had an accessible room reserved. However, it also worked out cheaper than booking with a travel agency, as for the same price as a standard room half board, we got an upgraded room and all-inclusive. We just booked our flights with EasyJet separately. La Siesta is located one road back from the beach, surrounded by numerous bars, restaurants, shops and supermarkets. The local area is a vibrant and busy resort, perfect for exploring on wheels, as the pavements are wide, flat and have lots of drop-down curbs, making them really easy to roll around on. Most of the local shops, bars and restaurants are accessible, either by being flush with the pavement or having a ramp, although some are fairly steep. There are lots of 2-person and 1-person scooters available to hire in the resort, so local infrastructure exists to support these getting around, which helps wheelchair users too. The promenade along the beachfront is also flat, although the beach itself isn't the best for wheelchair users. There is a much better beach 10 minutes away, which I'll talk about more in my next video. You will also see lots of wheelchair accessible taxis available to hire at every taxi rank, including the airport, which is not something you often see. Access into the hotel is via the main entrance, which leads you into a large open foyer, which is home to the reception, seating areas, a shop and doors leading to the rest of the hotel. The entrance has both steps and a ramp. The ramp is on the steep side, but I was able to get up it on my own without help. Even though it is made of smooth stone, there are friction strips so it isn't slippery. The foyer is split into 2 sections, an upper part and lower part, the entrance taking you to the upper part. At one end you'll find reception, and to the left of here is some comfy seating, and to the right are doors that lead outside, and this area is where you can store mobility scooters. In front of reception you'll find 2 lifts that take you to the upper floors of hotel rooms, and a corridor to the right taking you to more hotel rooms. Also by the lifts is an ATM and 3 desks that are home to companies who run trips around the island for you to book onto. However, in my next video I will show you more about the accessible trips I booked and with whom. In front of the entrance there is an ornamental pond, and to the left you'll find a small gift shop, and opposite this, doors leading to the outside pool area and a small photography studio. Steps and a ramp then lead down to the lower section of the foyer. This section is mainly soft seating areas, which are perfect for sitting on during the day to escape the sun, as they are nicely air conditioned, making them a great spot to enjoy some people watching or reading some of your holiday books. There are even bookshelves where you can leave a book you finished for someone else to enjoy and borrow a new one for yourself. In the evening, these comfy seats are a great place for playing a game of cards, or for you to sit and wait for your group to get ready for a night out. There is also a grand piano here used for entertainment and a meeting table. In the far left corner you will find glass doors that lead into the bar area, and in the far right corner you will find a lift and stairs that lead down to the restaurant area, as well as some toilets, including a disabled toilet. During our holiday, on some nights, this area also had people come and set up stalls selling all sorts of gifts, from handmade jewellery to little holiday mementos. The hotel building is a U-shape with the outdoor areas like the pool in the middle. The vast majority of the public areas are accessible for wheelchair users, either via ramps or lifts. As you exit the hotel from the reception foyer, you go down a ramp where the path splits off left or right. The steps in front lead down to the pool. The right-hand path takes you to the outside bar and entertainment area. Taking the left-hand path, you go along a flat path perpendicular to the hotel building, across to the opposite corner. You can see how the outdoor pool area is vast, and once down there, all one level, with plenty of sunbeds. Once you get to the opposite corner, you can either go down the ramp to the pool area or inside the hotel, which takes you to the hotel rooms and a lift. The ramp is on the steep side, however I was able to roll up it by myself. As you roll up the ramp, there are flat sections that split it into thirds, which help make it easier to roll up on your own. At the bottom of the ramp, you can either turn right to the pool area, or turn left to the doors into the spa, or straight ahead for the toilets. The lift inside the doors, in the corner opposite the ramp from reception we just saw, takes you down to a corridor where the kids club and games room are located. You can also access this corridor from the door by the pool at the end of the ramp down to the pool area that takes you into the spa. However, this way down to the corridor only has steps down. Both rooms are fully accessible, however I didn't film inside as there were always children playing here, and as an adult they were aimed more at younger guests. There are also business meeting rooms on this corridor too, but I was on holiday so had no desire or need to visit those. All the lifts in the hotel were modern and whilst not huge, would fit a large electric wheelchair with at least 2 other adults standing. There are 3 outdoor pools, 2 for adults and 1 for children with small slides. Sadly, neither of the pools have a hoist, and this is something I fed back to the hotel as something that would really enhance the holiday experience for many disabled guests. I was able to lower myself down from my chair to the floor to dangle my legs in one of the pools, but a hoist would have made this a lot easier. There are lots of sunbeds around the pool, and 95% are accessible with just a small percentage up some steps. We never struggled to find a sunbed, even when arriving in the middle of the day. The pool area also has a snack bar in the middle, serving hot snack food and both soft and alcoholic drinks throughout the day. There are both children's and adults entertainment around the pool during the day as well, from water polo to aqua aerobics. The disabled toilet by the pool area was basic but large and has grab bars and space to the side to transfer, and was kept clean throughout the day. The lift at the lower end of the reception foyer takes you down to the toilets and restaurant. The disabled toilet has grab bars, space to the side to transfer, and again is a large size. The restaurant is large and well laid out. There is a hot food grill at one end and there are multiple chilled food areas in the middle. There is always space to roll around and get to all the food areas, and they are at a height that I could easily reach the food. Plates are stored underneath the units, so easy to reach, and I just sat the plate on my lap as I rolled around to get food. However, staff were around if you needed assistance. Drinks were ordered at the table, so you didn't have to carry those back yourself, which was really helpful. Food was tasty and there was a good variety each day. I am vegan and never struggled to find food that I could eat, and staff were knowledgeable about what was in dishes. We only ate here or out of the hotel, never in the 2 snack bars outside. To the left of the lift is the entrance to the bar area. This is fully accessible and has large sliding doors that lead out to the seating area outside. By these seats there is the stage where evening entertainment happened every night. Acts like musicians, dancers and magic acts. We didn't watch any entertainment as I am deaf and also we were out each night. However, people we spoke to said it was entertaining. Inside the bar at the far end there is also a stage that was used in the early evening for children's entertainment. Drinks at the bar were good and you were given a list of what drinks were included as part of all-inclusive when you check in. Also, at this outside seating area there is a food truck that had hot snack food in the daytime. Behind the outside stage there is a small children's area that had a small sit-on ride, children's seating and a toy gacha machine, along with a table tennis table and a pool table. There is a path that links up the outside seating area of the bar to the doors that take you to the upper reception foyer past this area, and it is all accessible. Upstairs on the roof there is an adults only sunbathing area full of both sunbeds and balinese beds. Sadly, whilst the main path into the outside area from inside was flat and step free, there are steps up and or down to get to any of the beds. To get around this, we used a plastic chair up there that we placed on the step up for me to transfer onto from my wheelchair, then lifted my chair up and I transferred on back into that, and then repeated this to go down to the part where the beds were. This was possible because I have an active chair and some steps I was able to roll down by jumping my chair up. However, if you can't transfer and or have a power chair, this wouldn't be possible. Again, I fed this back to the hotel as it would be really easy to install ramps here for wheelchair users to access this area, as it was lovely and quiet and has some stunning views of both the sea to one side and hills and volcanoes to the other. There is a disabled toilet by the lift on the roof too, making the rooftop a great place for spending a few hours sunbathing, if you can access the beds that is. If you enter the door from the pool area by the toilets, you'll find the spa. As we had premium rooms, we had access to the spa for free. We also booked in for a massage for an additional cost. The treatment rooms are accessible and the beds can be lowered to make transferring easier. The spa also has a large hydrotherapy pool, jacuzzi, sauna and ice bed area. Sadly, like the outdoor pools, there isn't a hoist. However, I was able to again lower myself from my wheelchair to the floor and floor to the pool. The pool has a wall that runs from the side of the pool that slopes down to seating, and this really helped me get in and out of the pool. I was able to get my wheelchair into the sauna and then transfer onto the bench and store my wheelchair outside. The spa had a disabled toilet, but we just went back to our rooms to shower. Our room was 3 doors down the corridor that runs off reception, so easy to get to all areas of the hotel. As already mentioned, we had a premier Club Alexandre room. These come with additional extras like a pool view, espresso machine and spa access. However, as it was an adapted room, we didn't have a bath. All rooms have Wi-Fi, a kettle with tea and coffee and a safe, along with the other usual items like a desk, TV and aircon, etc. The room has 2 sofas that can be both converted into a sofa bed, a large wardrobe with sliding doors that has hanging space and shelves, although the hanging rail doesn't pull down. There is more than enough shelving at a good height though, so I use that. The one sofa in the little nook where the desk and TV are would make a great kids area if they are sleeping on a sofa bed, as it wouldn't get in the way of a wheelchair user getting around. The bed is two large twins pushed together so they can be separated if you want. The bedside tables have lights, USB plugs and plug sockets, along with light switches for the main lights. They don't have emergency pull cords though. The balcony is accessed via a patio door and the door track is flush to the floor, so easy to roll over. The balcony has a table and chairs and a lovely view of the pool, along with a drying rack. Even though we're on the ground floor, you have privacy as there are bushes in front. The ensuite has a large sink with space to roll under and storage for wash bags either side. The toilet has grab rails on both sides and space to transfer from the side. However, the bidet doesn't have space to side transfer. The walk-in shower is large and really powerful. They don't have traditional shower chairs, however the chair provided was fine for me to use. I transferred onto it and then pushed my wheelchair out of the way. I did feedback to the hotel that a proper shower chair would be a lot easier for people to use. The door to the bathroom is sliding and so doesn't take up any space, which is good. Whilst a better shower chair would have been useful, I don't require any additional equipment when away on holiday. However, I know many people need to hire equipment. I got speaking to another family staying at the hotel whose child is a wheelchair user, and they hired their equipment from Mobility Equipment Hire. The company delivered all their items they needed direct to the hotel, and they were really impressed with the service and costs. Examples of equipment they have to hire include portable electric hoists, various types of shower chairs and wheelchairs including folding and non-folding electric chairs, as well as manual wheelchairs. Overall, we had a great stay at La Siesta Hotel. The hotel is easy to get around and most areas are accessible. Staff are friendly and helpful and speak good English. They offered to assist me but were respectful and didn't try and help me when I was doing things like carrying drinks back from the bar or going up ramps, but let you know they would help if you needed. The hotel is also really well situated and surrounded by lots of fun and accessible things to do, of which I will talk about in more detail in my next video. If the hotel listens to my feedback and makes changes like installing pool hoists, adding proper shower chairs and installing ramps on the rooftop sunbathing area, the hotel would make an amazing base for wheelchair users to stay when visiting Tenerife. As these are small, simple additions, I really hope the hotel will act and we will see these added soon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a really great day.